Hello everyone, this is Bigalski.
And this is JTB.
And this is Ninja Gaiden Black Master Ninja Mission Mode Farming Nightmarish Phantasms Phase 2. This is going to be the Hydracubus one. And this is really the first mission that you can get, or at least on this row, 50 UTs, right off the bat.
Yeah, it's a piece of cake.
Yeah. So, I did want to start out by saying he's not going to start spitting or doing anything at you in terms of attack until you damage him, even with the windmill shuriken. So if you just want to get rid of the imps first, you can go down by the gate or even in the corner, depending on where they spawn, and just charge up UTs and not have to worry about his, the acid that he spits out. But that,
for the record, I did not know that.
Oh,
I always wondered why he just all of a sudden never started throwing shit at you at the start of the mission, and I never knew that it was until you attacked him.
I need to keep this on file that I actually knew something that JTB didn't.
So
it took 5 years, but I finally found something. But that takes 40 or 50 seconds, depending on because he could kill the guys with his tentacles as they're coming towards you. So just starting right off, try to attack one tentacle, knock it off, and then use the essence, because he's usually going to drop a blue or a red.
Yeah, the tentacles will always drop a blue or a red. As far as I know, I've never had them drop a yellow. So doing that, then use that to UT your the enemies, and then of course you can either absorb the essence. The essence is not that much absorbed, but it's still maybe better than using it for UT to just get in a few extra points. I think I used it for charging, probably not I wouldn't say the smartest, because again it wasn't a lot of essence, but anyway, all that stuff adds up when you're trying to get a score. And on the brown imps, like the ones that start out right at the beginning of the mission, I'd say if you are going to go for UTs on those, just get fast UTs. Don't worry about getting their essence with benediction, because I think they're only worth 150 or 200 per kill. Their essence really is not worth prioritizing over saving time on UTs. So that was unlucky.
Yeah. Hey, I always got to show.
This is going really well so far, man. Just looking at these times here. This is 50 UTs. This is 50,000 UTs at 2 minutes 10. 2 minutes 20 now.
Well, don't worry, it changes.
I was going to say, I suppose we can kind of get into the attacks here and what you're actually doing, because when it's going this well, this is a really good start. When it's going this well, it looks really, really easy. Farming Hydracubus without celerity is actually quite tricky to do. You really need to be able to recognize his attacks, and because when you are in the right position to farm UTs on him, he has 4 little teeth kind of at the base of his main body. You want to be in the middle of those. You want Ryu's legs to be kind of where they are now, his left foot and his right foot in between those teeth, and then you'll be in the right place. The problem with being there is, in this instance, you can only see approximately a fifth of the tentacle. So you really need to be able to recognize what attack the tentacle is going to do, based just on how that small section of it moves. And that's quite difficult to do without playing, Hydracubus quite a lot.
Now see, I messed up not hearing them spawn and not paying attention to my life bar. And the enemies come out on him, or just like they do all the other bosses, or the majority of the bosses, 75, 50, 25% of his health. That's when they come out. So I should have listened to that, recognized it, and then just used to get a flail UT on both of those guys, and I would have saved some time.
Yeah. I think I mentioned this on I can't remember what video it was. But there's a few missions, this one in particular, if you're playing with headphones, you can really hear where the enemies spawn, which is a massive, massive advantage. I really recommend doing that on these kind of farming missions. So to get back to this for a minute, the timing on these is pretty straightforward once you know it, but the key is really just don't roll too early. So right here, You can let certain attacks break your guard when you don't take any guard damage. But if he does that attack and he comes towards you first, this is why you want to have one tentacle out at once, not, you know, farming 2 at a time. You only really want to do that with celerity, and you don't have that in this mission, so you want to practice around. But the attack right there, where he just kind of spins, as long as you release your UT as he spins towards you, you've got a very, very high chance of hitting it. And it's one of the best attacks you can do, is you only tend to hit one hit of the UT on him when he does that. And just keep an eye out for the other tentacle coming back. As soon as that starts to, you know, come out again, you want to start thinking about, how am I going to, you know, cut off the other tentacle so I can do that. Even though that does take a little bit of health, it's not enough health to make it to where, you know, you're accidentally going to kill him.
And, you know, one thing about the timing of this is to be able to knock one of the tentacles off and then hopefully get some UTs to where the other one starts to spawn. So, like right now. So if I knock this one off, I'm not doing damage to him because the other tentacle is out. Now, I sit there and show
that's a
the other
perfect
side
example right there. Yeah, where you can get like a back-to-back UT, which is really good.
And
I'm just looking at your time here. You're at 35 seconds, and that's your 27th UT. 350 seconds. Yeah, that's 27 UTs. So this is where we get into, like, sometimes it can take you like 30 seconds to reposition the tentacles to get a UT. That's no good, because that's taking way too much time to get a UT.
See, I probably should have used that while he did that account and UT the tentacle while I was on the ground. You know, that probably... Now, in the grand scheme of things, of how all of this went, I mean, woulda, coulda, shoulda, of course. If I hadn't absorbed that health, I would have died later on. You know, I mean, of course, everything changes, but
I was going to say,
see what I'm talking about.
I know all too well, but yeah, this is a really good run so far. I think right now you're averaging a UT every 13 seconds. When you consider it takes 5 seconds to charge a UT and like 4 seconds for it to animate, that's 9 seconds per UT, and you're averaging 13 seconds.
Now, there is a way when his tentacle's at a certain position that I don't have to roll. I'm so used to rolling every time, but there is a way where you don't have to do that. And that's the part that I had a really hard time with. So if you watch Godfather Dictator's video, he doesn't roll on some of the attacks that I think would grab me. Mm-hmm. And so I ended up not excuse me. Wow. Sorry. I ended up not saving that time because I rolled every time because I didn't know the full attack.
Yeah.
Man, I got something stuck in my throat there. Let me get some water. Jesus. Okay.
So this is a good example here, really, of like how the UT pattern can kind of get broken. I think this is at 450-ish. So that was about, I think, 20-25 seconds there of kind of dead time. And that's like this mission in particular is one of those missions where it can go really, really well, but it's really easy to forget about the plot, because ideally, I can't remember off the top of my head what the best runs are for this mission, but I think I finished mine at about maybe 650, 700 seconds, which isn't lightning fast, but like it's easy to do this mission, get all 50 UTs, but finish on, say, 900 or something seconds, and your score is kind of low 9, and you think, oh, that sucks, why is it so low? Like, 100 seconds is 25,000 points, I think. Right. Like, end game score. So if you're like 3 minutes slower than you should be, that's a huge chunk of points that you're losing.
So again, there's attacks that he does, swipes, that I don't need to roll. I'm telling you, watch Godfathers and people will see, because he'll just stand there and the tentacle will swing over. I think when he reaches like that wouldn't have grabbed me. But also, look at, this is what we were talking about, knowing how much damage you've done to where all of a sudden I just did, a lot of damage. And now it's like, okay, well now can I get my 50 UTs because I didn't keep track of the tentacles. and trying to keep them staggered.
So, I mean, right now, as of that last UT, that was 41 UTs. I'm just doing a quick bit of working it out here. You've averaged a UT every 13 seconds. That is insanely fast.
Well, some of the times you notice I've kept the Warhammer out and did a UT with that. And I did a lunar, because sometimes what happens when you get these one-hit lunar these one-hit UTs on the guy, it doesn't do much damage, and then all of a sudden you're almost at 50 UTs and you still got 40% of his health left.
Yeah, exactly. That's where you want to be careful. Yeah, because you can farm him like a little too much.
Yeah. So everything looks great now, but I'm telling you, it's fixed to go wrong. There I go. There it is.
Oh,
there's one of them, because I tried to get greedy and he started to wiggle. I'm like, okay, let's not mess up. Take your time. Nope, let me jump right into wiggle. So now I hesitate. So it's like, well, let me get some blue. And see, like, I don't think because he had reached back up above his head, I wouldn't have to roll there. I'm telling you,
certain times you don't, but that's the grab.
Here's another one, right? Look where I land. So let me get back over. Oh man, I'm just like, I can't believe this.
Yeah, so if you didn't absorb that blue, you'd be dead right now.
Yeah. So I mean, look how fast it went just because of a bad roll.
Yep.
And
I mean, as I say, just your full health, for anyone wondering, full health is worth 7,200 before the multiplier. So full health in this mission is worth over 22,000 points at the end of it. And because of the way this mission works, finishing with full health or thereabouts, should be a goal. If you go into the max score.
So I mean, I still got to get 2 more UTs too, but look how close it just went so bad because I panicked a little bit.
And your time as well, this has cost you time. This could have been a world record run. Easy.
Anyway.
we'll work it out here when this wraps up.
Not.
you need is it 2 more UTs here?
Yeah, 1 more after this one.
Yeah, so 1 more after this one. So you do get all 50. So.
See, I should have UT'd him right there or absorbed the blue. One of the two, but I was panicking at this point.
Yeah, play it safe there. I think you did the right thing there. Play it safe.
So I got it. So now it's just this.
Yeah,
and of course I missed my shuriken.
All right, so that was so that's still 948. That's an amazing. That's such a shame that run went to hell at the end. But that was 948. If you'd have had full health, that would have been 970. And how long did getting hit and that cost you?
Right, probably. Well, if you look at the part with the first or the second set of brown imps not recognizing that they come out, if I had UT'd them, so I had to wait. So there was probably 15 seconds there, not killing both of the pink imps at the same time. There's another 10 or 15 seconds to get the pattern back. So I probably lost about 45 seconds, maybe.
I was going to say, I'd say all told, maybe about a minute.
Yeah.
In total. So that's going to be 6,000 points before the multiplier, if my math is right. So with full health and that time saved, that would have been 9... What did you get? Yeah, 948. That would have been 982.
Wow.
And it was 2, really, really small mistakes.
Right.
That cost that run.
And one of them was, like I said, whenever I did the UT, it pushed me on the other side of his little hook claw foot or whatever you want to call it. And so I tried to stand up and kind of roll around his foot to get back in position, and then that's when he grabbed me. Yeah. Jumping into the wiggling tentacles, I mean, that's just not smart right there. That's something that people panic, oh, well, let me do this. Let me try to get this tentacle off. That's... You're not going. The majority of the time, you're going to get nailed, and that's just wasted time and wasted health. Learning to be patient. Of course, it's easier said than done.
Yeah, but being greedy only pays off. I'd say 1 out of every 1,000 times you try it. Sometimes you get greedy and it works and it looks amazing. You're like, yes. The other 999 times you get nailed.
Right. Well, I tell you, it took me a few times more than a few times to get that. But at the end of the day, I still got all 50 UTs. I mean, if I'd settled for some ETs in there along the way, because I did release in order to not get an ET a couple times. And again, if I understand the tentacle patterns better, not rolling also saves some time. Like I said, I'll put the link. Well, I think it's unlisted. But Godfather Dictator's high score on video, he does it a lot faster, and he does it where he doesn't have to roll. So if people watch that, learn that pattern better. But, having said that and watching it, you still have to do it.
Yeah.
And that's I'm never going to be able to mimic Godfather or JTB or Kel or, any of those guys. But hopefully at the end of the day, I'll still be able to get my 50, and it'll just show, hey, you don't have to play perfect to get 50 million, but you're going to have to start playing perfect to get 55 and above.
The road to 55 million, someone else can do that.
Yeah, well, you've done it. Kel's done it.
Well, I did it from like 54 point something to 55, yeah. Not quite 55.
No. But like I said, it looked great there for a while, and then in less than like 60 seconds, I almost totally dogged it. And it's funny, that one blue essence that I absorbed, you can sit there and say, well, if I had used it for a UT, the pattern would have changed, and who knows what would have happened, but still, sometimes just one little simple blue can save your life.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully gave a lot of good information. Again, any questions, comments, let us know. That's it for this mission. I'm definitely not going to be doing this one again, but we'll see you in the next one.
Take care, everybody.